lesson is heavier than life fluorescence. No confusion, no suppression. Our crew drop deadly message. This the Attica, rattle your character. No for a fast. While vernacular, this is the fucking practicum. This is the caliber that we at. We always adding up, period.
Yeah. Yes, what's going on? Cowboys Nation, Angry Cowboy Fans around the world. It's your boy. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy. We're going to go live because I'm going to talk to the Angry Cowboys fans out there. I'm going to talk to the people that's rocking with the channel. And if you guys really want to know, the song that you're hearing now is actually by me and a friend. Yeah, we are talking about spitting the truth until we're through. And that's what I'm doing here on the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel, spitting that truth raw and uncut. Yeah. So y'all gonna get to see the setup. What I've been working all day on. Hope you guys like it. Yeah. Just trying to get a couple more people up in here, and then we can rock. Rayman, what's up? Earl with the wake and bake. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, Carlito, what's going on? What is going on? Like I just said, y'all wondering about this song that y'all hear in the background? Hey, that's me. That was in a previous life. All right. So y'all ready to get it? Let's go ahead and get into it.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Yo, what's going on with you, everybody? What's going on with you? It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan here on YouTube, the place where you can find my raw and uncut emotion about the Dallas Cowboys 24/7, 365. And as long as I'm alive, y'all know it's DC life, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're DC for life, won't you go ahead, hit that subscribe button, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's free to do. It's free to do. And y'all see me trying to work with some new stuff over here. Got a new background because I want to contrast from the videos that I put out. You know, I got the stadium behind me whenever I put the videos out. But when we go live, this is what I want to do. So how y'all like the digs? How y'all like the new digs? Spent all day making this overlay, and yeah, it was hard work, but it's definitely worth it, Cowboys Nation. So let's see real quick, see who I can see up in the chats. Right, Carlito, Captain Tukey, what's going on with you? Yeah, gonna say the game is 38-13. Okay, 38-13. I can see it. All right. So first and foremost, you know, I got to look at the chat. Obviously, that's how I do every time I come on here. But first and foremost, Cowboy Nation, whoa, maybe I need to wake and bake, girl. But we got to give a big shout out to Dak Prescott and his girlfriend, Sarah Jane Ramos. They shared with the world that our franchise quarterback is going to be a father. So, congratulations, Dak and Sarah Jane, on the wonderful news. I pray that God blesses their family and brings them health and just a wonderful bundle of joy. So everybody go ahead, give it up for Dak Prescott. Yeah, man. Man, that was some good news over Thanksgiving. That was some really good news. And I got to see if, the chat's still rocking with me on the layout. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and first talk about the Shannon Sharpe hatred again. You know, I put out the video about Shannon Sharpe saying it was a two-faced take, because if y'all look at the video, y'all listen to the audio, you will hear that Shannon Sharpe started that out with giving Dak Prescott a compliment. He was giving him a compliment saying that, man, not too many people can make that throw to the tight end in the seams like that, but Dak Prescott made it look effortless, y'all. He threw it, boom, right into Ferguson on the seams. Boy, it looks so good, and he knew it looked good. That's why he opened that segment with it. And then when Chad Ochocinco was like, yeah, man, he's elite, that's when everything just hit the floor. That's when everything hit the floor. He was talking about Dak being persistent, him just having back-to-back seasons of leading the league in interceptions or losing the ball. Like, no, he didn't, Shannon. No, he didn't. And he said that Ochocinco was trolling him. But as soon as Ochocinco said elite, Shannon began to be a troll. For real, for real. Shannon was the troll in that one. But, man, for real, it really ticked me off, and that's why I made a video on it. You know, whenever the talking heads are going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys in a negative light, not give them the proper respect that they deserve, we're going to be on their heads, Cowboy Nation. So, and even, I mean, I think Stephen A. brings comedy to it. You know, he don't like the Dallas Cowboys, but he brings comedy to it. Other talking heads on these networks, it's as if they bring their bias, their hatred to the workplace. It's like they wake up with that chip on their shoulder about the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, we're going to have to go in and talk about the Dallas Cowboys again, as if that don't bring your network money. Come on. You know you want to go in there and talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all was sick whenever it was the bye week for the Cowboys and y'all ain't had nothing to talk about. Y'all still were bringing them up in comparison to different teams, you know, comparing those different teams to the Dallas Cowboys. And it's like, if we're not a good team and our quarterback is not elite, why y'all spending all this time talking about us? Why can't your ratings go up even higher when you don't mention the Dallas Cowboys? Come on now. But they need to stop bringing that hatred and that meanness and that vitriol into the workplace, because I'm pretty sure their coworkers are like, man, don't bring that stuff to me. But I miss the days when you had announcers that didn't have a favorite team, that you had, you know, the commentators and the announcers that you didn't know who their team was. I mean, they called the games right down the middle. They had less of an opinion, you know, they had less of a bias. It was strictly X's and O's without the extra added hate and stuff. You know, guys like, let's say Charles Barkley now. Can you guys, looking at, you know, the TNT basketball halftimes and stuff and their commentaries at the end of the night, can you tell me who Charles Barkley's favorite team is? Or who the team that he hates the most? You know, people like Chris Vernon. Am I saying his name right? The one that was on ESPN. He could go all the way. You never knew who the guy's favorite team was. He called those exciting plays for every single team. I don't care if it was an 0-15, 0-16, 0-17 team or a 17-0 team. He called it right down the middle. If there was splash plays on both sides of the ball, you know, on both sides with the teams, he would call it fairly down the middle. Now, these talking heads cannot help but to wear their heart right there on their sleeve. And it's like, why, guys? But Shannon called Ocho a troll just for pointing out the obvious. Pointing out that Dak Prescott is playing at an elite level. And in some of these comments, I see people talking about, like, Dak Prescott oh, he's choking. He's a choke artist. And I even responded to one of my friends who said, oh, yeah, this is your playoff picture, but guess who's going to choke in the first round? I'm like, if you really want to be technical about this whole thing, 31 quarterbacks choke throughout the season, whether you make it to the playoffs or not. If you do not win that Lombardi trophy, you choked. But my thing is, do you consider your season a wash? That's what we got to look at. You know, that's what those teams got to look at. That's what those haters got to look at. Like, okay, last year, divisional round, we got sent home. You know, it's like we're not looking at what we can, well, I won't say we as Cowboy Nation, but people aren't looking at what we can build on as an organization, as a team, what we can add to that 12-5 season so that maybe we can get past the divisional round. But I also put up my predictions for, let me see if I can get into it real quick. I put in my predictions for the playoffs. And I have us, Cowboys Nation, I have us actually going 12-5 again this season. But ain't nothing wrong with a 12-5 season. People act like that's wrong. There's something's wrong. But I do have Philly. They're going to be in the 1 seed, with San Francisco in the 2nd seed, 3rd being Detroit, 4th being Tampa Bay, and 5th being the Dallas Cowboys, 6th being the Minnesota Vikings, and the 7th seed, I don't have the Seattle Seahawks. I got the Green Bay Packers sneaking in there. I got a feeling. I got a sneaky feeling that they're going to put together an end of the season that you really haven't seen in a minute. They're going to put it together, and they're going to become the 7th seed. So we are going to have to travel to Tampa Bay in order to face, you know, Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers. That's my take on the thing. I don't know what you guys got for playoff, you know, positioning, but yeah. But my guy said that we're going to choke in the first round. And if we choke the Baker Mayfield, you will see an angrier Cowboys fan, for real. If we go down there to Florida and we choke against Baker Mayfield, something's wrong. I don't see it happening. I really don't see it happening. But if that were to happen, oh my goodness. I said that if Deron Bland got his pick 6 against Philadelphia, that I would have went outside and did a backflip. I don't know what I'm going to do if we were to lose to Tampa Bay. Get out of here. Oh, man. But, boom. But that's what I've noticed about non-Cowboy fans. Is when you speak facts to them, they troll you. When you present factual stats, oh, you're that person now. Oh, you're the stat person. Oh, that's what you're going to do. You're going to bring the stats in the conversation. No. I'm a fact person. And the facts are in black and white, are in the stats. Dak Prescott is having a great year. Then when you beat the haters with facts, they'll just laugh at your post or put a comment and start trolling like F you. You know what I'm saying? Like the notorious Philadelphia Eagles response to a factual Dallas Cowboy post is the laughing emoji. It's the laughing emoji. They won't say nothing else. They won't explain their position. They would just put a laughing emoji on your post. I don't get it. I don't get why people gotta hate. But like I said before, Shannon started trolling Ocho Cinco whenever he thought Ocho Cinco was trolling him for Dak Prescott. But everybody knows, everybody can see over the span of the last 5 games? Last 4 or 5 games, Dak Prescott has been doing the thing. Even in the loss to Philadelphia, Dak Prescott has been doing the darn thing. Yeah, like the way I censored myself. I had to say darn on that one. Oh boy. But whenever we exit the playoffs, people are quick. Even some of our own in Cowboys Nation are quick to blame it on Dak Prescott. It's your fault. When we win, it's a combination. It's a combination of grown man Bland and the defense, a combination of the wide receivers and tight ends, not so much the running game this year, but, it's all those pieces come together when we win. With the talking heads, they even said they don't give the entire praise to Dak Prescott. They were like, oh, he was balling out his mind. But did you see CeeDee Lamb? Did you see Deron Bland? Michael Gallup showed up. They'll praise all those guys, but when it comes to Dak Prescott, it's like, nope. We're not giving Dak that respect. So my thing, Cowboy Nation, we got to go out there and take respect. We got to go out there, and when people think that we're going to choke in the wild card round, boom. Let's keep that, that 40 burger attitude going. Get out of the wild card, go to the divisional, and the divisional, if San Francisco somehow manages to get the number 1 seed, then we go play Philly in the divisional. If the standings stay Philly number 1 and San Francisco number 2, depending on that wild card game, we go see San Francisco yet again. But this time, Cowboys Nation, third time is a charm. Third time is a charm. We're going to go into Levi Stadium, and we're going to make it a game. It ain't going to be no 42-10 or whatever the score was last time. It's going to be a tight game. It's going to be a tight game. And one thing that the Dallas Cowboys need to go in there with is the fact that we are not friends. You seen the shirt that Kittle was wearing after the game whenever they whooped us. You seen that shirt. Micah, it's personal. We have to go into Levi Stadium in the postseason. It's personal. Going there with a point to prove. But like I do in all my lives, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take a look at the chat and try to get to as many as I can. Remember, though, the Angry Cowboys fan now has super chat and super thanks. If you think I'm doing a good job and deserve a tip, by all means, you can tip a brother. I wouldn't mind. If you want me to give your comment some extra special attention, hit the super chat and we can make that happen. But remember, guys, there is no pressure. Right? All right, so let's check it. Oh, man, we already got super chats in the house. Let me go ahead and... Where's my super chats? I got to get my super chats out. It ain't even showing me my super chats. These YouTube killing me. All right, so I see that the Sports Junkie just hit a $5 super chat. Yo, bro, I truly appreciate you. I thank you. Having some great conversation in the comment section. Went over to Sports Junkie's channel. Yo, this man, he got some good work over there. If y'all haven't checked out his channel, please go over to Sports Junkie's channel and check it out. It's pretty dope. Right, he says Stephen A is starting to be annoying though. It used to be funny, but now it's just doing too much. Dak is just hated. Man. And celebrating the 10th Super on the live today. You are the 10th? Word? Oh my goodness. Man. So yeah, other takes, Stephen A is funny. I mean, I actually watched the Stephen A podcast and the Stephen A show, and this man is really trying to be, he's going for like David Letterman, the Late Show type stuff. Stephen A is headed for that. I think this sports stuff, this is what brought him to the limelight, but there's a means to an end when it comes to that. I saw he actually gave his opinion on the Will Smith and Jada Pinkett thing. You know, I ain't getting into that. This strictly Cowboy stuff. But he gave his opinion, and he looked pretty legit in that role. So by all means, if he can get a late night show, by all means, get him up out of sports analyst. Stop being, get him away from that. So we can get rid of the Dallas Cowboy hatred, the main one, the queen alien, Oh, man. Yeah, but he used to be funny, and even when we have a good game, he can't give props. That's the thing that really becomes annoying. The only time that Stephen A can actually cut it down and be serious with the Dallas Cowboys is when one of our Cowboys gets hurt. Like, he wasn't having no ill will, no ill talk toward Trayvon Diggs when he went down in practice. So that's like the only time Stephen A really gets, serious with the Dallas Cowboys. But Sports Junkie, I truly thank you again for that super chat. Listen, we're going to have to link up and do some work, do some Cowboys work. Because like I said, he has some dope videos. You need to go check them out. All right, let's see who we got up in here. We got a Raymond in the house. What's going on, Raymond? Burrow K. All right, Carlito Cash. That's my dude right there. Yeah. I'm a peoples. All right, Ken Allen. Oh, let's see. All right, so let's get to the chats real quick. Ain't gonna be able to get to them all because there's a lot, and I appreciate that. Verl, man, I should have did a wake and bake because I'm over here stumbling and fumbling my words, and if I did a wake and bake, I'd be smooth sailing. But anyway, yeah, Carlito, what up, killer? Okay. I'm suddenly Josh Allen's biggest fan today. Yes, I am Josh Allen's biggest fan as well. Please, Mr. Allen, Patrick Mahomes couldn't get it done. I mean, I know it was raining and everything, and there was the elements that were coming into play, but man, were there some plays where if you just closed your hands, you would have had that ball. I mean, there was the touchdown pass that, who was it? Shoot. It's the guy with like 3 names. Dang it, I can't remember his name. But when do they play? Let's see. When do they play? Dang, why ain't I? Okay, bam, right there. For me, it's 4:25, because I'm on the East Coast, but it might be 3:25 for you other guys and gals. But yeah, so they play at 4:25. I might have to tune into that one. I'm definitely going to be letting y'all go before that one happens so that y'all can go tune in too. The unfortunate thing is that Buffalo is playing in Philly, and y'all know it's pretty hard to get a win in Philadelphia.
With NFL Plus Premium, watch football.
Stop it. But they had their get-back game because, Josh Allen was giving it up, and they're on the brink of not going to the playoffs. That's the crazy thing. But he's still elite, though. He's still elite. An elite quarterback would be able to run the table and get your team into said playoffs. And when do we play? See, we got to see when we play Buffalo, because if Buffalo drops the next 2 and then we go to Buffalo and beat them, there's another team that's under 500 that we beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of here's the goalpost being moved. Josh Allen will be elite, but if they drop the next 2, then they'll be under 500, and there's another 500 team, under 500 team that we didn't beat. I know they're going to say some stuff like that. That's how the talking heads do. But yeah, Carlito, I'm in the war room. I wanted something for the live to be able to contrast the regular videos that I put out, in the stadium with the big screen behind me so you can see the clips and everything. I wanted something different to stand out. So I think the war room where the Cowboys get it done with the drafts and everything, it was fitting. It was fitting. And I finally figured out putting the chats in there so y'all can see them. All right, Ken Allen, what's happening? Coming from Dallas, Texas. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ground zero. That's what I'm saying. But he says, I'm glad you have this channel because I'm always angry about the Cowboys when people talk crap. That is the main reason why I started the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel. And I know that there's some people out there that will see a thumbnail or see Angry Cowboys Fan and think that I'm here to just dog on the Cowboys. No, by all means. When the Cowboys deserve praise, I am going to be, if not number one, I'm going to be in the top 5 to be there to give them praise on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say I'm number one. Please don't get it twisted. But, yeah, man, I made the channel because of fans who talk crap. Not even the fans of the other teams. You know, that's going to happen. It's the fans of the Dallas Cowboys that talk crap. I know that there's some fans out there that get frustrated and angry with the Joneses, or angry with the fact that, oh, Dak Prescott, he's a choke artist. He's a choke artist. Like, no, he's not. He's a very good quarterback. And the thing is that you sit here with your arms folded, getting all mad, talking about Dak Prescott. What are you going to do about it except for sit there and be mad with your arms folded? You're going to call up Jerry Jones and be like, hey, I really think you should let go of Dak Prescott and put Trey Lance or Cooper Rush in. No, it's not going to happen. So we have to roll with what we have. And what we have right now is a really good team playing really good football. I watched Washington Commanders content creator react to the Cowboys game. That man said the Cowboys didn't even play good. Beat them, what was it, 45-10? He said the Dallas Cowboys didn't even play good. So can you imagine what we doing when we play good? Oh, we wiping the floor with anybody who comes into Jerry's world. And that's, again, I stress this on this channel. That's why I say we need to run the table and get home field advantage. Because it's a wrap. It's going to be hard for people to come into Jerry's world and beat the Cowboys. You know, knock on wood that Geno Smith don't do it. But I really don't think that the Seahawks are going to go into Jerry's world and beat the Cowboys this coming week. I highly doubt that. I'm about 89, 90% sure that the Cowboys coming out with the dub. You know, there's that little bit that's like, you know, well, maybe they don't, maybe something happens. But the way we rolling is, we rolling hard. We rolling good right now. All right. Let's go. Congratulations, Dak. Yeah. Burl, Kate. All right. Hadn't heard the news. My daughter's having my first grandkid. So, go, Dak. Your daughter's having your first grandkid? Oh, God, the dog is going crazy next door. So, your daughter's having your first grandkid. That's what's up. That's what's up. Give it to her. Yeah. Got to get a round of applause. First grandkids. Man, I got a lot. I got a lot of grandkids. It may not look like it, but I got a few of them. Let's check it out. 5, 6. But I'm also, you know, a step granddad as well. But yeah, I don't look like I have 6 grand. All right. So yes, definitely. Congratulations, Verl. Congratulations to your daughter. We pray that everything is good and that she has a wonderful bundle of joy coming home. Congratulations to you and your family. Right. Ooh. See, Stephen A. tries different angles. It's not just pure hate. I can take his assessment more because he makes sense sometimes. Yeah, he does. Stephen A. does make sense. And even in his hatred, he kind of makes sense. You know, I think where me and Stephen A. kind of differ is when we do a good job and he just doesn't recognize it. It's just another day. It's just another day in the office. Like, no. I forgot who said it, but every team wears that NFL shield on their shirt. There ain't no college teams coming out on that field and playing on Sundays. There's no high school teams playing. Everybody gets a check, whoever we play, and we don't make up the schedule. So we beat who are on our schedule. Yes, we have a problem with the teams that are over 500. Yes, we do. But in this stretch of games, starting with the Seattle Seahawks, that trend is going to break. Then with the Lions, whenever they come to Jerry's World and Jimmy Johnson is finally placed into the Ring of Honor, I think a lot more is going to come to light. Y'all know I'm a superstitious person, but I truly think that that's the missing piece to the puzzle. Oh, all right. I get shady. He's ex-Eagle, but why do all the others act so hateful? Dak is a class player and deserves better. He does. And there was a time, and I know you guys remember, Cowboys Nation, when Drew Bledsoe was in a Dallas Cowboys uniform. I don't remember him getting as much flack as a Tony Romo or a Dak Prescott. I don't remember him getting that much flack. I mean, back in the 90s, Troy Aikman got his flack and everything. And even from Cowboys fans, Troy got it. But I don't remember Bledsoe getting too much hatred. Y'all let me know. That was the days right before, social media really jumped off. But anywho, let's go. Washington almost beat Philly twice and took them to overtime during one of the games. They said the Eagles found a way to win. Cowboys won by 35, and suddenly they beat a bad team. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mentioned. But I was searching high and low on YouTube, trying to find, and Google, trying to find where First Take talked about that the Philadelphia Eagles and Washington Commanders game where A.J. Brown caught that one-handed touchdown. I was searching and I couldn't find it. But I'm pretty sure they gave the Philadelphia Eagles all the praises and all the adulations. That was a spectacular one-handed catch. But when we do it, who y'all playing? He pretty much gifted DeRon Bland that pick six. Like, no, come on now. Hal did not just give DeRon Bland that pick six. That man earned it. From the catch to the run and the way he batted those defenders down to get into the, DeRon Bland deserved it. But the talking heads, the real talking heads, the ones that really hate the Cowboys, they just going to gloss over that. And they're going to gloss over even more Dak Prescott and the accomplishments that he's doing right now. They don't want to talk about Dak Prescott being in the MVP conversation. They don't want to do that. They need to start giving my man some credit, for real. Stupid Rivera should have gone for two and win the game instead of going to overtime. Whew. When you go for two, you either a hero or a dummy. There's no in the middle. I mean, there's some analysts that'll be like, well, I understand why he went for two, but unfortunately they didn't get it. But for the most part, they going to be on your head. If you go for two, game on the line, and you don't get it, oh, they going to murder you. Not really, but they're going to hurt you whenever the show airs the next day. But I'm with you. I play Madden, so I go for it 4th and 35 on my own 10. You know what I'm saying? So I would have loved Rivera to have gone for 2 and just put him away. Like, that would have showed some guts. All right. Carlito says, I still say that as long as Disney owns ESPN, that E for entertainment will be their interest because it drives ratings and clicks to them. Yeah. But they would have more people watching if they were biased. See, I feel that way too. Like, because you have a number of Cowboys Nation that's like, man, I ain't watching that. Why do y'all guys watch it? Stop watching Speak. I've had a subscriber to this channel say in the comments several times, stop watching Speak. And my thing is, my channel is to call them out. You know, whenever Speak goes into their crap and starts degrading or down talking the Dallas Cowboys, it's my duty to call them out on it. When First Take, Undisputed, I don't care who it is, Get Up, you know, an Eagles fan from Facebook, it's my duty to take up for the Dallas Cowboys and to call them out. You know, if we didn't have that, ESPN, they are the worldwide leader in sports. Don't get it twisted. They are number 1. But man, Cowboys Nation would blow the doors off of ESPN if they started giving us proper coverage and stop hating. Yeah, Ken Allen. Yeah. It's Chris Berman. That dude was he was so entertaining, and you didn't know who his team was. It was just, looking back at it now, such a breath of fresh air from what we have now. I missed just think when Deron Bland did that pick 6 and he smacked the defenders away from him, you know Steve Berman would have been like, whoop, whoop. I missed that. But anyway, Cruise in the house. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Carlito said smack that like button. So, yeah, listen to Carlito. Smack that like button. Yeah. Tell your friends about me. Tell your friends about what we doing over here, Angry Cowboys fans. But Cruise in the house. Seahawks is a must-win game for us. Oh, real quick, before I get to your comments, you see how every game is a trap game for the Dallas Cowboys? The past 2 games that we've had, the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders, people have said trap game. Stop it. Anyway, Cruise. Seahawks is a must-win game for us. The Seahawks just played the 49ers, and their next 3 games are the Cowboys, the 49ers, and the Eagles. We can't let them get a sneaky win against us from these tough games. I don't think they will. Now, if we went to Seattle, it would be a different story. But them coming to Jerry's World, and it ain't like, once you step into Jerry's World, we ain't got to play, y'all just gonna lose. No. And I've never been to a home game, and I really want to, but judging from the TV, the atmosphere in Jerry's World is just astounding, and I think that is why we continue to win. So under the bright lights, under all the fan activity, what goes on, I don't think Geno, and actually during the 49ers game, didn't Geno get up limping? Like, and that ain't nothing. I hate when a person gets injured in the NFL, but, you know, and Jalen Hurts got up limping against us and continued to finish the job. Not really, though. See, I can't even say that. We hurt ourselves in that game. But anyway, Geno is going to come into Cowboys Nation, go into Jerry's World, and be overwhelmed with the atmosphere, with the attendees, and with the pass rush. Because if I remember, let's go ahead and actually look at the stats of the 49ers, the Seahawks game. Well, I'm going to look at them and I'm going to tell you guys, because I ain't figured that part out yet. But anyway, man, Geno Smith was 18 for 27, 180 yards, and 1 interception. He didn't even have a touchdown. He had no touchdown. The leading rusher on the team only rushed for 47 yards. The leading receiver for the Seattle Seahawks, you figured it'd be DK Metcalf. No, the leading receiver, what is his name? Njigba. He had 2 receptions for 41 yards. The San Francisco 49ers defense shut them down. But, I mean, to my recollection, I believe it's a divisional game for them, if I'm not mistaken. But anyhow, the San Francisco 49ers D shut them down. And if I'm not mistaken, their defense got sacks. I'm talking about sacks. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, 6. 6 sacks on the day. 6 sacks on Geno Smith. And watching the recap, Geno Smith crumbles under pressure. Yes, he has some mobility. He can escape the pocket if you allow him to. But if we contain him and collapse that pocket on him, Geno has nowhere to go. Our dogs are too hungry. They too stout. I mean, Jonathan Hankins came to play last week. We're going to amp up. We're going to amp up the pass rush this game, I believe. We're going to contain Geno so he doesn't have time to let any type of route develop. And we're going to get home. Our dogs are eating this game. And I think I said that Tony Pollard is going to gradually add on to what he does the week previous. Like Carolina, I believe he has 71 yards. Then he goes in to the game against the Commanders and gets 79 yards. Both games had a tub for him. This game, he going to get further. It might not be a 100 game, might be 89, 90 yards, but he going to get further. And I don't actually know how the Seahawks run defense is. I mean, Christian McCaffrey scored 2 touchdowns on them. I don't know if they were receiving touchdowns, but scored 2 touchdowns on them. Can't complain with that. So I think the Cowboys, they know the magnitude of this game. They know the magnitude of the remaining schedule. Honestly, I don't see the Cowboys even sitting Dak Prescott in that last game against the Commanders. Unless the game gets out of hand like it did this previous game, I don't think I see them sitting them until like the 4th quarter. Like, you know, there's some times where we go in there and Cooper Rush will start the game and Dak Prescott we sitting all our starters. I don't think that's going to be the case this time, unless we're like, what, 14-2. No. Sorry. Unless we're at 4 losses, we can give up that 5th loss and sit the starters. But if we're in contention to actually get the division, there's no sitting. You better have them standing up. All right, let's go back to some of the comments. Hey, oh shoot, that jumped. Where was I? I was at Dak delusional fans with more excuses. Stats are good, but without context and film, it's just water cool talk. Guys with pockets protector. I don't think I got a pocket protector. I don't even got a pocket on my chest, dude. Man, I got you. But the thing is that these people, these Cowboys fans, will give stats and they'll give context too. They will tell a person that, all right, this is the stat and this is what happened during that game around the stat, and they will just be like, F you, or laughing emoji. There's no reasoning with some of these fans. And honestly, guys, that's why I'm getting with a couple of my Philadelphia Eagles fans. Oh, well, friends, sorry. A couple of my Philadelphia Eagles friends and family. and we're going to discuss the Eagles game that week. And I want to dig into why Eagles fans hate the Dallas Cowboys so much. Why Eagles fans post more about the Cowboys than they do about the Eagles. I mean, I'm just curious around the psychology of it all. Like, what are you guys thinking having another team on your mind more than your own team? We ain't thinking about you like that. But I digress. Anyway. All right, Ken Allen. I hate when they say they don't play nobody. I think that is disrespectful to the other team and team's owners. They put in work just like every other team doing during the summer. I agree. I 100% agree. And that's why I was in an argument with this guy talking about just talking about other quarterbacks don't choke. Like, what do you mean? Every team goes into the year, before they play any preseason snaps or anything like that, they go into the season talking about, yo, we got a roster. We can do something. We can make noise. And then you go, you're 1-8, 1-9. Yeah, I don't think you went into the season expecting to be that. Some people just, and then, oh man, some people just get on my nerves. But you're right. It is super disrespectful whenever an analyst comes on TV and they're like, well, who'd they play? We played our damn hearts out that game. Yeah, we got stomped, but we played our hearts out. Who are they? An NFL team. That's who they are. It truly is disrespectful. That's why I say I miss the days of calling it straight down the middle. I mean, I'd have a different type of YouTube channel, but if that were to happen. But Speaks kind of, I don't know. I think I don't know if they're seeing the light or if they're hearing, content from YouTube content creators on how shady they are toward the Cowboys, but they're kind of changing their tunes. I am curious to hear what they have to say Monday about the Thanksgiving massacre that the Cowboys delivered. I'm intrigued to see what they got to say. If it's it's just Washington, like everybody else tried to do, but then hypes Philadelphia up when they beat that same Washington Commanders team. But anyway, Burrow says, Angry Fan, if you want to take a quick 420 pit stop, I'll understand. Oh, man, yeah, I told myself, when I was making this channel, I was like, I'm going to keep this super professional. I'm not going to smoke anything on here. Yes, I am an avid weed smoker, but I'm not going to do none of that on here. It's going to be strictly Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Cowboy fans. And, I'm pretty much, I'm sticking to it. Hey. All right, Virl. All right. Damn, Angry, I'm 67 and just getting my first. You look pretty young and you got 6. You got me by 5. You're probably 25. Oh. Yeah, you right there on the money, pretty much. Yeah, 41 right here, 41. But yeah, my wife is 10 years older than I am, and she has, the grandkids, but there's no steps in this house. All right, Mojo, what's happening, man? Mojo. Yo, I come on here to talk to you guys. I have an outline of what I want to talk about, but with these lives, I really love hearing what you guys have to say, your takes on the Dallas Cowboys, on the 4-letter and 3-letter networks. I love, just conversating with you guys. That's why on the top, you see that the CCC's up there. You know what I'm saying? Classy Cowboy conversation. Classic Cowboy comments. So I love coming on here and talking to you guys. But Mojo says, what's up, bro? Last time I checked, all teams started off 0-0. It's not Dak's fault these teams he's facing can't put together wins. No, it's not. No, it's not. And if we lost to those bum teams, to those teams under 500, it would be a totally different narrative. They would be on our heads if we lost to them. But the fact that we blow the doors off of them, we still can't get no props. I mean, I could see if we were going into these games and against the Washington Commanders, we beat them by 7. Or, they hang in with us at home in Jerry's World, and we go into overtime and win by a field goal. We ain't ever going to get the respect we deserve unless we go out there and get that Lombardi trophy. Stephen A. said that if the Cowboys go 3-2 out of this next 5 games, then he ain't got nothing to say. He'll throw up his hands like, oh, man, y'all did good, I doubt it, but that's what he said. Joy Taylor and Shady McCoy, they'll say that you got to make it to an NFC championship. Was that impression good? No, but anyway, she says you got to make it to an NFC championship. I bet if we make it to the NFC championship and something happens and we don't win, then they're going to be, oh, they can't get it done. I told you, they blow it in big games. Dak is a choke artist. Oh, I can hear the Cowboys fans talk about how Dak is a choke artist if we get to the NFC championship game and wet to bed. I can hear it. But I thought that is what constitute being elite. If you can make it to an NFC championship game, But anywho. But you are right, Mojo. Oh shoot, I lost my place again. All right, E. Carter, yo, what's up? Why don't non-Cowboys fans watch Cowboys creators on live? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why they don't come in and tune in, and not even the Angry Cowboys fan channel. Any content creator, I actually talked about that in my outline, and now I'm gonna skip. Now I'm gonna skip down to it, but let y'all know how the type of creator I am. While you got some creators out there, and I'm not being specific on any type of creator, don't get it twisted. But you got other ones that will go to other content creators' channels and look at what videos did great and then make a similar video. Nah. I can't do that. I can't do that. I'll see one of my fellow cowboy content creators make a video on a particular topic. I won't touch that topic. Like previously, recently, Dak Attack made a video on Dan Orlovsky. Even though I was in the middle of my research and I had, some things bullet pointed about that same thing, I scrapped it. I mean, I'm not above telling people that tune into this channel to go check out the community. I'm not above that. Like, I'll see videos. That's why I said Sports Junkie. I believe it's a video about who you got, Tony Romo or Dak Prescott. And I was like, damn, that's a dope video. But I will definitely point Cowboys Nation out to any other content creators. Like, I didn't make this video, but I know that where there is a good video that's about this same topic. So, but if you see that I haven't touched on a topic, it's because A, I haven't seen it, or B, another content creator has already made a video on it. And it would be me trying to capitalize off the success of their video, trying to get ideas from their video. I don't do that. I don't play that. I don't like it. So all the content over here is super original, comes straight from the dome. It's my raw and uncut. But yeah, I'm just a different style of content creator, and I want to involve Cowboys Nation as much as possible. I love, like I said, talking to you guys. Boom. All right, so let's get back to the comments real quick. Delusional. So are y'all saying media don't speak the truth about the Cowboys name? The Cowboys name the winning team Cowboys beat this year. Really? Name the winning team that the Cowboys beat. If you really want to be technical about it, the New York Jets were 1-0 when we went in and beat them. So that narrative about beating teams that are under 500 is statistically false. You cannot say now that the Jets are under 500 that we haven't beat any team that's over 500, because during that time they were. That's the only one. I know I'm being super nitpicky, but there's that take down the toilet. But any winning teams, it don't matter what kind of team the other team has. That doesn't matter. I don't care if they're 1-6, 1-15, or 15-1. It doesn't matter. All that matters is the style of football the Dallas Cowboys come into play. That's all that matters, is the Dallas Cowboys. Forget who we beat, just as long as we beat them. And I know the trope and that whole thing is you can only play who's on your schedule, but it's true. You can only play who is on your schedule. And at this point in time, we have only played 2 teams that are above 500, and unfortunately, we lost to those teams. You know, we lost to the Philadelphia Eagles, which was a close game, and the refs had a lot to do with it. There's a video. If I can find it, I'll put it in the chat later, but there was a video where there was 40 missed calls just on the Cowboys. 40 missed calls that Philadelphia would do to the Cowboys, and the refs just did not blow the whistle. So we were close in that game, but the 49ers game, man, wow. We were just not there that day. They whooped our butts. There's no excuse for it. There is no excuse for that game. But delusional, no. We haven't beat a winning team. We've only played 2, I believe. All right. The one and only Ron, the Don Smith. What's up, Angry Cowboys fan? I just want to say I love the raw and uncut. And how about them Cowboys? And got another one back to back. Says, I'm glad we play the Eagles again in our home field. Yo, one and only, I appreciate having you here. I appreciate your opinions. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your time. Everybody that's here right now, that goes out to you guys too. I appreciate you just stopping by. You know, we just here chilling. We're here talking, and you guys are the important thing, the cog that makes everything go here at Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel, and I truly 100% appreciate you. Right. Mirad. Hey, am I pronouncing that right? Dak's gonna keep making haters cry. Man, I hope so. He got a baby coming. First baby. Get your first bowl. Get your first Super Bowl, Dak Prescott. Wouldn't it be a great year if Dak Prescott was able to have his first child as well as his first Super Bowl? Oh my goodness, man. I'd celebrate for you, Dak Prescott. And like I said to my wife, I'm like, yo, if the Dallas Cowboys go to the Super Bowl, if they go to the Super Bowl, we turning this thing out. We are having the biggest Super Bowl party imaginable. Well, on my budget, I guess. You know, I'm a broke dude. Fernando. What's going on, man? He says, what's up, Angry Fan? Yo, what's happening, man? Appreciate you stopping by the channel. Appreciate you coming here having some classy cowboy conversation. Delusional Cowboys defense is the real reason we're winning. Defense gives up 17. Cowboys lose offense doesn't score under pressure. It's all about the team effort, baby. It's all about the team effort. You know, that's kind of like in a relationship. You know, when your significant other's not feeling really well, when they're under the weather and stuff like that, you pick it up so that you can compensate for your significant other being under the weather. It's just like football. When your offense ain't playing that good, your defense steps up and make plays. When your defense is kind of porous and letting things go, Dak Prescott has to be able to be in those shootouts. And at the beginning of the season, no, he wasn't really able to do that. The offense was kind of stagnant. But now, the Dallas Cowboys philosophy is pretty much shoot first, ask questions later. It's pass the ball. We gonna open up the pass at the beginning of the game to open up the run. Before, it was reversed. We're gonna run the ball to open up the pass. You know, I had mentioned this before on my YouTube channel about they need to establish this run so we can open up the play action. That's not the philosophy this year. It's like, we're going to make them respect this pass. And when they respect this pass, we're going to run it on them. And shoot, I can't argue with that. Well, I can't argue with that. But Dak, in his 8th year, he's really becoming and has been cool as a cucumber under pressure. You know, there's those couple games like last year with the 49ers where the pressure came to bear and he couldn't take it. We couldn't take it as a team, not just Dak Prescott. You know, so I can't just give Dak Prescott all the smoke when we lose. Winning is a team effort, as well as losing is a team effort, Mr. Delusional. Right. Oh, I lost my place again. All right, here we go. One and only, Ron the Don Smith, Angry Cowboy. What do you think about Shaq Leonard, and do you think Jerry will get... Oh. Do I think Jerry will get him? Shaq was good with the Colts. That's who he was with, yeah. Who he was with, yeah. Because Stephon Gilmore knows him. And as far as Jerry going to get him, Cowboy Nation, I think that's where you'll be disappointed. Even though all of us know we need him. Leighton Vander Esch, his injury that was supposed to be 4 to 6 weeks, it's now season ending. Overshown season ending. We need somebody in the middle of that field, and I got a sneaky suspicion, like Jerry Jones just sat on his hands during the trade deadline, he's going to sit on his hands with Shaq Leonard. Unfortunately, he hasn't really shown me, like, even though this isn't a splash trade or anything like that, he just hasn't really shown me since, what was it, Amari Cooper, that he's willing to just go out there and grab the guy that we need. Like, oh, we like our guys. You know, we're going to keep it in-house. We're just going to promote somebody from the practice squad, and we're going to do it that way, trying to get to the Super Bowl off bargain players. Like, I just don't see Jerry making a move. You know, he'll be like, oh, yeah, we're looking into it. You know, we're looking into it. But we'll never look into it. All right, Fernando says it's going to be 28-14. Hey, I can dig it. I can dig it if it's like, you know, 7 to 21 in the third quarter. Then I can dig it. If it's like 14-14 at the half, and then, you know, at the start of the fourth quarter, 21-14. Oh, I'm going to be over here biting what nails I got left. I'm going to have to take that smoke break that Verl told me to take. But as long as we can get that dub, that's all that matters. We both know that's not true. They're going to move the goalposts. Yeah, Sports Junkie, you absolutely right. Luna Love in the building. What's going on? Are you late? Nah, you right on time. If you come over here to check out the Angry Cowboys Fan channel, you are right on time. Right. Delusional. Romo was so underrated. Media did a false narrative on him as a choker. Boy, when I watched that video, who you got, Dak Prescott or Tony Romo, I'm like, I love Dak. Dak does the thing. You know, he's more athletic than Tony. But when it came to escaping a collapsed pocket, Tony Romo did it with the best of them. Like, I go back and watch those YouTube videos of Tony Romo, like game-winning drives, or Tony Romo escaping the pocket. And I get dazzled by that man. Like, how did he not go down? Like, how did he get out of that? I've seen Dak show flashes of that, but Tony was a mastermind at it. Like, just when you thought he was going down, he was up. So in that whole take, it was like, who do you have, Romo or Dak Prescott? And I was like, Tony Romo with our defense. And I mean, shoot, even the weapons that we have on offense, that's a Super Bowl year. For real, it is. So Dak Prescott has to find that same grit, that same dog mentality that Tony Romo had and tap into it. Right, let's see. Where am I? Yeah, I was with. All right, Sports Junkie. Coming into the year, we were supposed to have the hardest schedule. It's funny how all that narrative changes. You know, it wasn't like at the beginning of the year, like, oh, look at this. They got the Giants and the Jets back to back. They ain't playing nobody. The Giants were a playoff team last year, weren't they? The Jets were supposed to have Aaron Rodgers. You know, all this stuff. But when Aaron went down, everybody's expectations of the Jets was just like, whoop, they were gone. They were gone. You know, even though Aaron Rodgers went down in the first part of that first game and Zach Wilson came in and took over and led their team to a victory, it was still something that the Cowboys, y'all supposed to beat them. Y'all supposed to beat them. But what happened when the Eagles were supposed to beat them and didn't? That's the thing. That's the thing. You didn't have that smoke for the Eagles when they were supposed to beat the Jets and didn't. But you got that smoke for the Dallas Cowboys when we weren't supposed to beat the Jets. Ooh. This video on 40 missed calls. Let me know what you're talking about, Sports Junkie. This is video on 40 missed calls. Oh, the 40 missed calls. Yes. I gotta put that in the comments, man. That video was it was sickening to watch. It's like, at some point, as a fan, not even a Dallas Cowboy fan, but a fan that's not an Eagles fan, they're gonna look at that game like, damn, look at how he's hooking Micah Parsons in the front. Once you hook a player in the front, that is an automatic hold. Once you have your hands up in here, that's an automatic hold. You are supposed to block like this, underneath the man's, bam, underneath his pads, not like that. And there were so many holes in that game. There were so many false starts on the Philadelphia Eagles that they just did not call. I believe it was the right tackle before the snap. Every time he's jumping off the line before Jalen Hurts before Kelsey snaps the ball to Jalen Hurts, he's taking a step back. It's like, you guys don't see this every single time. But you can't talk to an Eagles fan about it because they're going to be like, oh, man, we got calls called against us, too. We actually had more calls than you guys did. Oh, Lord, I hate when people say that. All calls aren't created equal. Damn it. I swore. I try not to swear on here. All right. It's a boring Sunday. A little love. Yeah, it's a boring Sunday. I figured I could get on here and talk to you guys while we have already taken care of business this past Thursday and look to take care of business this Thursday against the Seattle Seahawks. Oh, Vero K says Shaq can't cover the pass. I mean, maybe in passing situations you take Shaq out. Take Shaq out and get our hybrid safety / linebackers to fill that void and to play defense on the pass. Because if Shaq can't play the pass, we are definitely not having him on 3rd and 6. But if he can plug up the run, if he can plug up those holes, and give their run fits, oh man, then yeah, by all means. But like I said before, I just don't see Jerry Jones making a move. I mean, I don't know the man intimately or personally, but I kind of know his tendencies. His tendencies aren't to jump on any type of trade. But if Romo was as dedicated and committed as Dak, he would have been a Hall of Famer. He will be. I think he will be a Hall of Famer, but Dak has some intangibles that Tony Romo doesn't have. Dak has a leadership aura around him that I don't feel Tony really had. I mean, Tony was a leader, don't get it twisted. He did have that type of aura, but I think Dak's is stronger. But we could definitely, which one's better. I like that video, and that would definitely be a good conversation to have, people call in to the Angry Cowboys Fan channel and just discuss these back and forth. Y'all see the layout, trying to improve what's going on here, and that's why I say whatever super chats and everything that you guys send is going toward bettering your video situation and experience. All right. Romo went fishing with Jessica Simpson before a playoff game. I can't see. Ooh. I can't see Dak doing that either. I can't see Dak going fishing with his girl. The only thing that I can see Dak doing before the game is delivering his daughter. Other than that, he's game focused. And delusional. Okay, Romo was dedicated in the film room, learning defensive coverage, formation, keys, alignments, other false narrative. I mean, if you go fishing before the playoff game, I mean, we jumped on, who was it? Was it Odell Beckham Jr. or somebody? We jumped on several NFL players for going, cruising on a yacht before a game, and they got demolished. I can't remember. I'm going to do my research. I'm going to do my research and find out who that team was, but they got demolished in the game after being on the cruise ship. Not the cruise ship, but the boat. Luna says the refs need to watch Lane Johnson. Is that the right tackle for them? You know what? I'm going to see if I can see if I can find out real quick. Lane Johnson. Let's see. Lane Johnson, what is his position? Tell me his position right off. Dang. Yeah, offensive tackle. And he's the right tackle. Right? He's the right tackle. Yep. Eagles right tackle Lane Johnson. Watch the game against the Cowboys. Watch that video, the 40 penalties, that were overlooked pretty much. Like I said, I will get y'all the link. If I have to put it in the community tab, I will get y'all the link to that video. But Lane Johnson, that's exactly who it was. That man, false start every single time. And it's like, we want an entertaining game, so we're going to let it slide. Hey, man, I think that even goes into the I know I joke with the Philadelphia Eagles about Bradbury and his controversial call in the Super Bowl. But it goes into that. Like, I think they called that to make the game more close, to make the game more interesting, to give Patrick Mahomes another chance. Like, these refs are really making it obvious, as if there's a storyline to what's going on. It's like, we're going to back the Cowboys up against the wall. First half, in the first half, we're gonna back them up against the wall. We're gonna call stupid stuff, and it's not gonna go their way, and we're gonna see if they can climb back. And it's like, oh, they're having an issue climbing back. Call one on Philly. That way we can balance it out. Man, that has me thinking like that, and I hate thinking like that about the NFL. I truly do. I know it's not super genuine, and the thing is, it's like, we're considered sports entertainment, like the WWE, and I think we're the only. Is the stream still going, ladies and gentlemen? Please let me know. Let me know in the comment section. My wheel is spinning. Y'all let me know if the stream is still going. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good at all. Oh no. Y'all let me know in the comment section if it's. I don't know. I'm gonna have to refresh the page. See, trying to refresh the page. Are we still good? Oh no. Are we back? What in the world is going on? All right, we back. Can y'all hear me? What is going on? Can y'all hear me? Y'all with me? All right, still going. Word. Okay, good. Boy, I got scared right there, man. I looked at the whole portal on YouTube, and it had the little thing going around. I'm like, oh no, we done dropped. But Delusional says we are back in action. I probably done lost the chat. I don't think I lost the chat. Nah. I don't know if I lost the chat, but we're going to continue to roll, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, what's going on? Jake Guilford. That narrative has to be debunked. You don't go 12-5, make the playoffs, and play weak schedule. That's nonsense. NFL doesn't work that way. Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's what we all saying. And I'm sorry I missed that comment. That's what we all saying. All right. Luna, the refs need to watch Lane. Yep, I just read that. Lane Johnson be competing penalties. He's a false start machine. And if I was a referee, I'd just be looking at him. Like, oh, he moved. Whoop, false start. You call it on him every single time. All right, the one and only Ron the Don. I think the refs need glasses. Yeah, they definitely do. They need to go to lens crafters. And I've already seen that video of the 40 missed calls on the Eagles. See, you beat me to it. You beat me to it. That was a pretty good video. Right, Romo will never be a Hall of Famer. Sadly, he will always be remembered for that fumble snap in Seattle. The fumble snap in Seattle where he was the place kicker, where they put him in the game specifically to hold the ball, because that's what he did before he became the actual franchise quarterback. He held the place kick for the field goal. So they put him in there to secure that, and he fumbles it. You fumbling, bumbling. Oh, yeah, you're right. But I think one thing that stands out in the Romo era was that catch from Dez Bryant. That really stands out to me. It's like, wow. Even though we weren't supposed to be in this position right now, they robbed us. Even though we robbed the Lions the week before. But, okay. Well, to me, Romo was as good as Fouts and Moon, but both Hall of Famers. Yeah, and I mean, Warren didn't even get he didn't get a Super Bowl. Like, the Hall of Fame definitely should not fringe on the fact you got a Super Bowl. I mean, Dan Marino's in there. Is Jim Kelly in the Hall of Fame? I believe he is. And he went to back Super Bowls and just did not win, but deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. So, I mean, I think he deserves. I think Tony Romo deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Not right now, but maybe a few years down the road. Yeah. Right now, Cowboys need to worry about putting that ring on Jimmy Johnson's fingers so we can get our rings put on our fingers, so we can get those Super Bowl rings. All right, Dak Delusional, it's going. All right. He's like, shut up, man. You ain't got to ask. It's going, dude. All right, Trent Williams has a little hitch that the refs always let him get away with. I'm going to have to watch that, too. I've heard that about Trent Williams. I didn't know that Lane Johnson did it, but I heard that Trent did. Shoot. Delusional's like, yo, it's still going. Shut up. All right. The one and only. You're still working on my end. Good deal. Right. Delusional says they changed the rules because they changed the ball after the timeout into a slippery ball. So you saying in that hole from Tony Romo that they put in a different ball? Who is they? Because if they is like the refs, that sucks. Like, why would you do that? Come on. Just see, that's why I don't want to blame the refs. That's why I hate having games where the refs have so much involvement, because people start to lean on that excuse. Oh, the refs. If the refs was on our side, we don't need the refs on our side. If we playing good complimentary football, if we are playing our hearts out from beginning to end and everything is clicking, we don't need no refs. We can beat the refs too. We can beat them too. So what we need to do is rely on the strengths that we have as a team and go in there and, I'm not promoting violence, but go in there and punch people in the mouths and win the battle at the line of scrimmage. We can take care of anybody. We don't need the San Francisco 49ers to take out the Philadelphia Eagles or vice versa. We can do that. We have the capability to do that. We have the capability, like the Washington Commanders guy said, we weren't playing our best. We scored 45 points, not playing our best. So if we have the capability to score 45 points and not play our best, and our defense play lights out and only hold somebody to 10 points, we have a shot at all of it, Cowboys Nation. We have a shot. And I know there's some people that are tired. They're tired of waiting. They are tired of waiting on the Super Bowl to come to Dallas. Maybe we have to force them to bring it to Dallas. Maybe we have to force the perspective of the 4-letter and 3-letter networks to demand respect, Cowboys Nation. And the only way that we're going to do that is if we get past the NFC Championship game and go to the Super Bowl and win. There is no handouts. There's no participation awards for second place. And that's another thing that a commenter said, like, oh, y'all giving out participation awards? No, we don't believe in second place over here. The talking heads talking about they need to make it to an NFC Championship game. No, we need to make it to the Super Bowl. Every year, our expectation is Super Bowl or bust. The only times that expectation is not real is when something happens to our field general. And I don't even want to say it like that because I don't want to bring it to light. I don't want to speak it into existence. But that's the only time we are not in contention. That's the only time where we're not mentioned in the playoff conversation. So let me get to some more, and then I'm going to let you guys go because I done had y'all on here for a minute. But I truly appreciate you guys coming, for real. I truly do. And I got some ideas that I want to bounce off you. But, let's see. They changed the rules because that play, they changed okay, I read that one. They changed out the ball. No, the Seahawks changed out the ball after the what? The Seahawks changed out the ball after the timeout. I thought like we all brought our own balls to the game. We played with our own balls. How the hell the Seahawks changing anything? Oh man. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. All right, I want to real quick. I just want to touch base on this Salvation Army kettle thing. Where does this money go? I'm trying to figure out because these guys get fined every time that they use the Salvation Army kettle in a celebration. Excessive celebrating, taunting could be like that. They get fined by the league. So I'm trying to figure out, where does this go? Because I got an idea for it. I mean, if y'all don't know where y'all can put the money, or if the NFL just continues to keep the fine after they jump into the kettle, what the NFL needs to do for real, is donate all monies. Like, let the NFL know, like, we don't like people jumping in the kettle, but we're not going to stop you. Yes, you will get fined, but the fine will be donated to the Salvation Army. That's what really needs to happen. When they get fined for jumping in that kettle, give all of the fines to the Salvation Army. I mean, I heard that them using that Salvation Army kettle bumped up the Salvation Army, people working with the Salvation Army. So what better way to help out a cause than for the NFL to give them that money? I mean, that's my idea, and Roger Goodell can definitely tell me to go to hell, but oh man, but yeah. But which one of the kettle celebrations to you guys? Which one was the best? I got a couple of them. I got a couple of them labeled. I got one. The first one that happened was, Zeke Elliott jumped in it, and he was playing peekaboo with the fullback. Smith was the fullback's last name. I call that the Zika-boo. Zika-boo instead of peekaboo. And then another one was when Zeke jumped in the kettle and Dak ran over to the kettle and cranked up the kettle, and Zeke rose out and started, doing the feed me thing. I call that the Zeke in the box. But those are my favorite kettle celebrations. I know you had, who was it, Devontae Smith from the Philadelphia Eagles come by, and I was like, man, that's kind of tasteless. Because he used the kettle in a celebration whenever the Eagles made a touchdown on the Cowboys. I believe it was last year. He went over to the kettle and pretended to kick the kettle in and take what was in the kettle. I was like, that's kind of tasteless if you I don't know. I just didn't like it because I'm like, dang, y'all robbing from the Salvation Army? Huh. But anyway, the one that I liked least was the tight end whack-a-mole. I just thought that was kind of corny. Oh, boy. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to run something past y'all real quick and see if y'all would be down with it. Because, when I make moves, I involve you, because you are Cowboys Nation. You are the Angry Cowboys fans. And like I said, this channel doesn't work without you. So you guys are in the forefront of the decision making. And I was thinking of doing a segment, discussing some of the comments on the videos that I put out, because I believe that there are comments in there that deserve more attention than text and characters can allow. So I was thinking about, doing a little segment and involving that. And I also was thinking about starting a podcast. It wouldn't be called Angry Cowboys Fan. It would be called The Angrier Cowboys Fan. And it would be rated M for mature. No holds barred, swearing and all that stuff. All the things that I can't do on here will be said on there. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. All right, we're going to hit the chat section. Oh, we got Verl in the house. Verl gave a $5 super chat. I truly appreciate that. I truly appreciate that. If I can see it, my light is in the way. $5 says Billy's upset fat-headed Eagles. They like being called Eagles. I looked up, I was like, what's the best nickname for the Philadelphia Eagles? And they was like, they consider themselves Eagles. Like, Eagles. But $5 says Billy's upset fat-headed Eagles this afternoon. I hope. I got my hands clenched together. I'm like, man, please, Josh Allen, let it be one of these elite days for you. Let it be one of these days that you had like back in 2020, where you led your team to the AFC Championship game. Right now, Bills, you are on the brink. If any Bills fan is looking at this, which I highly doubt, but y'all listen to me. You guys are on the brink of losing. You are on the brink of missing the playoffs. This game today can better your chances. But the game in a few weeks against us, man, don't worry about it. Just sit down. But anyway, yeah, you got $5 on them. I want to put $5 with you. For real, because I want them to upset the Eagles as well. I don't want to put $5 against the Bills. Right, let's see. Got a couple more. Boom, boom, boom. Did you leave the link to the... Oh, shoot. You are absolutely right. Let's see if I can do that from my phone real quick. Let's see if I can do that from my phone. Ladies and gentlemen, what he's talking about is the link that I use whenever I watch football. I will see. If I can bring it up, I will put it in the chat now, because that app it's a lifesaver. If you don't want to pay for the NFL Sunday ticket and stuff like that, this is for you. If I can go right there. It's called Dufu Streams. Copy the link, and I'm about to put the link in the chat so y'all can watch football right way. Oh, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Yeah, so make sure that, I use it on my phone, and what I do, I use it on my phone and I cast it to my TV so that it's full screen, 75-inch, and resolution is great. Everything is great with this app. You can go in, you can pick what team you want to watch, because being on the East Coast, Dallas Cowboys games, they weren't few and far in between, but I wanted to watch the games that weren't being broadcast. And I'm like, dang, the NFL Sunday ticket's over $200. I'm not trying to pay that either. I ain't got that type of money. So I found this app, and I watch every single game that I want to. But ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, I am going to let you guys out of here. I have held you guys hostage for far too long, and you guys want to get on with your day. And I appreciate you guys stopping by. I appreciate the super chats. Thank you very much. Vero K and Sports Junkie. Yeah, both you guys. I truly appreciate you guys. You will be in the ticker down below during the rest of my shows. And I'm thinking about going ahead and, putting up another scene that shows everybody that contributed. But anyway, this has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. If you are new to the channel and this is your first experience, by all means, I implore you, go to the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel and check out the videos that I've put out. Yes, I have been doing this. I've only been doing this since September 5th, but we are growing as we go along. And the people that have been here, the people that are in this chat, have been growing with me in this channel since its inception. And I truly 100% again thank you guys from the bottom of my heart as we continue to ride through the 2023 season and beyond. Cowboys Nation. And one more thing. February ends the season, and y'all know that between February and July, football content is at a low. So y'all let me know what would interest you on this channel as far as videos are concerned, and I will be hopping on them videos and doing the videos. I was thinking of doing retrospective, reviews of, let's say, like the 2016 Dallas Cowboy team and just videos like that. So y'all let me know what videos would interest you during the off season. Obviously, I'm going to be bringing the draft information, people to look at coming out of the draft. Whenever the Cowboys have news, I'll cover it. But between that time, y'all let me know what y'all would be interested in. But this has been your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan. If you like what you saw, please do not hesitate in dropping a like, because it helps us with the algorithms, helps me get out to even more Dallas Cowboy fans so we can strengthen the Angry Cowboys Fan front, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell so you don't miss anything from Angry Cowboys Fan channel, and continue to rock with your boy as we cover the Dallas Cowboys through the 2023 season and beyond. Love you guys. You guys have a blessed Sunday, and I'm out.